threw you off now.
For real though.
For real though?
For real though.
For real though.
For real though.
Hey, y'all for real though?
What's up? Welcome to the For
Real Tho podcast
with your host
Albert Cantu
and Davin Keeley.
Yeah, that's me.
I'm laughing because I was thinking about what we were saying earlier about me breathing fairly heavy. I sound skinny, right? Do you?
Not really.
No.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I used to like do all the editing for our podcast, so I'd have to take out your breathing. Yeah.
Welcome to the For Real.
That is, we're going to compare. We're not going to look at our pictures. We're actually going to look at or listen to how you sounded before.
I feel really good. You look good, by the way.
Thank you. Literally outside, the owner of Roof Fix,
yeah, Dwayne
he saw me immediately and was like, "You look different."
Like he fell in love.
He did, right?
Yeah, like he saw you and he's like, "I'm in love."
Wow.
Yeah, so it's working. So it's good.
Cool. That's great.
But we got our guest in the house, the man who made it all possible for us, Mr. Jonas Crafts. I was telling my friends, like, oh, you're going to have to tune into this show because Jonas is going to be on the show, and Jonas looks like Superman, and all the girls are going to love you.
Hey.
So how tall are you? 6 what?
6'3".
6'3". He's, look at his, he's got that V shape. Did you see that? Let me see if I can do that.
There you go. There you go.
I don't think I can do it.
Mr. Pectacular.
Hold on.
You're gonna have an aneurysm.
I really need to work on it.
His eye turns red.
No, I'm trying to, but okay, it doesn't matter. I'm so glad you're here.
Yay!
Thank you for having us. We appreciate it because, you know, when Davin and I were first talking about it, it was like, man, we really need to lose some weight, and you know, you came and you said, hey, I will sponsor this, and I bet you I can get you guys to, you know, look a lot better than what we look. And we wanted the guidance. We needed it because I've tried to do this on my own a lot of times. And believe me, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there, but it always feels like if you don't have somebody there as to kind of keep you accountable for it,
buddy system,
it's easy. Yeah, it's really easy to fall off the wagon. And you, of course, we were meeting with Jonas every Thursday when we first started. Do you remember when I said when I was coming to your deal? I said, you're gonna know when I get there, and you said how. And I said, you're going to start feeling the...
No, you know, you said, Jonas, you have a good foundation. I go, what do you mean? Like, I thought you said foundation of like the weight loss.
The
like,
business.
The foundation of what? Like, no, because I'm going to shake the whole building when I walk. I go, oh, crap. That foundation.
Yes.
Spoken like a real estate agent.
Yeah. Yes. So we got there, we did our thing, and we came in, and you basically sat with us and said, okay, here's what we're going to do. And it's funny, though, because I always felt like you're much smaller than I am. But when we finally, well, I'm just saying, like, in terms of your body, right? Like you already seemed to me like I never really pictured you or felt like you were fat.
Yeah.
But
Definitely
when we did the body composition, you know, we saw that we weren't very far off from how our body composition was.
Not at all. We I know you have the results and stuff like that.
Let me push record on this.
So that is super crazy. So when we did our test with you, you literally looked us in the eye and you're like, you guys are brothers. You guys have the same body composition, just a little bit different. But because you're shorter and all that stuff, but as far as visceral fat around, you know, our bellies and all that, we went out to Frontier Burger way too much.
Yeah, we did. All right.
Real though.
For real though.
Yeah.
So I wanted to pull up your website because I want everybody to know that Blue Diamond MedSpa is the responsible party for making this.
I would have never done that. I was telling Jonas, I've only lost maybe 10 pounds here and there and then gained 15. Like I've never lost 30 pounds and am still going that direction
in such a short amount of time.
Like I feel like my brain has been rewired, and it's weird because like I was obsessed with sodas and sugar.
That's where you said you got most of your calories from, right? Dr. Pepper?
Dr. Pepper, every single meal, 3 times.
I'm trying to think of where I got mostly mine
Oh,
from.
we all know.
Where?
Everywhere.
I ate a lot of food. I love food. That's just, and I feel like I'm turning that switch off. Like I'm starting to learn more and starting to think about what I put in my mouth now. And that's not like I'm just shoving it just for the sake of eating. It's now I'm like I'm really thinking about what I'm putting in my mouth now.
Yeah.
And that has a lot to do with you because Jonas, you sat there and told us like we got to figure out a way to flip that switch, and that's what this is really all about. It's about obviously having the guidance, but really having the mindset, right? So we'll talk about that. Like, if somebody's out there that's saying, hey, you know what, I want to lose weight, but it's one thing to say, but then there's one thing to really kind of turn that switch on, right?
To practice, yeah. I mean, think about it. Where did you learn to eat from? Your family, your friends,
right?
I love the quote that says, "You can't get healthy in the same environment that you got sick."
Yeah.
So when we think about where did we get our ideology from, our programming from, thanks a lot, mom and dad. Thanks a lot, grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles. And so we have our programming, who we are. And this is one of the things that I told you all at the beginning. I said, stop identifying as somebody overweight.
Okay.
Which you like to, again, Jonas, how's your foundation?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You make funny jokes about it, but at the end of the day, whatever we tell ourselves, that's the story we live.
Yeah.
And I told you, get each other's backs. If you hear each other making fun of themselves,
Right.
stop. And I said, if I hear you saying something bad about yourself, I'll say, hey, don't talk about my friend that way.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
don't, not in front of me.
Right.
And so it's reconditioning the body, and that's what we learn. And so we're conditioned to what we eat, where we eat, when we eat, why we eat. As opposed to going, no, let me start thinking for myself. We go, no, I'm not going to worry about getting food today. I'll figure it out because I have a crazy day. Well, that'd be like saying, hey, give me a credit card. Oh, I can go spend this. Spend. Why do you think so many people are in debt? Because they're spending. And they go, what's my limit again?
Yeah.
We're eating, going, what's my limit again? What is all this now?
Right.
And so, we just have to stop that programming. And it's not until you have that buddy system and or coach and you're serious about it. It's once you can change the mindset, then we can change the body.
Yes.
Right? And I always kind of say, first you got to change the soul.
Okay.
Do you really want to change?
Right.
That's the soul. Because the soul will then tell the brain, here's what I have to do, right? Succeed in planning, right? You have fruit in front of you.
Yes.
So I said, how difficult is that for a real estate agent? Pack some fruit.
Yeah.
Apples and oranges travel easily. But I'm a real estate agent. I don't know all these excuses. I don't know what my schedule is going to be. I have to go to an event. Everybody's going to be drinking. Has any realtor ever lost a client because they didn't have alcohol?
Yeah.
No, you're right.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
But we live that, I have to do it because everybody else is doing it. BS. Change that for yourself and you'll start to see some great things happen. So I said, succeed in planning, plan on succeeding. Meaning, what am I going to have for the day? But if we fail in planning, and that happened to you for the first couple of weeks, right?
It did.
Well, I had this, and I said, did we fail to plan?
Right.
Albert, then plan on failing. I mean, what are we doing here? And I'm the kind of coach that I'm not going to sit here and go, it's okay. BS. Hey, if you don't want this, here's your money back.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
Because if you're not serious about it, go fake yourself out at GNC again, like you have for the last X amount of decades, if you don't want real results. If you want real results, I'm going to talk to you as a coach. I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to get you to your goal. And in doing so, you will become a different person. And hey, we'll probably become friends.
Yeah.
But if it's somebody who doesn't really want to move, no. Because I don't want you wearing my logo
Yeah.
on a body that didn't change. You go, oh
my
I
God.
went to Jonas. No.
Right.
Here's your money back.
Right.
Go.
Yeah.
If it's not for you, go. I'm not here to take your money. I'm here to get you results. And in doing so, that's how I can be rewarded and compensated.
Right.
But if I don't get you results, I shouldn't be compensated. I'm a big believer in that. I come from football. I come from team sports. We're a team. If you say, Jonas, I want your help, then great. I want your help too.
Yeah.
You got to do this because if you're a walking billboard for me, like y'all look freaking amazing, by the way. Que guapo. You look like I should be on a novella. You look even better than the video you first did about Blue Diamond.
Oh, that's right. My Blue
You
Diamond.
son of a bitch!
Oh,
Hey!
that's from my novella that's coming out soon.
Exactly.
You son of a bitch.
It's called Son of a Beach.
Sofia Vergara.
Exactly. But that's what I really love that we came to you and you holding us accountable for everything that we did. And so the first thing was to figure out what our body composition was and what all in all. And you have a copy of that report, so I want to pull that up because I want people to see this on how we changed over the course of the.
Well, let's. You know what I think would be better.
Yeah. What?
Let's pull up your before and after photos.
Okay.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
a picture is worth 1,000 words.
Okay, a picture
Then
is worth
I think we can break down into the granular detail of it.
Okay, so let's take a look at
That's so
Davin.
embarrassing.
Look at Davin. I didn't want to. so I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to put my naked body on there. I'm not naked, of course, but you look great. Look at you. I mean, look at your panza right here. Mira, no.
Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. So yeah, but I mean, your face was so full.
Yeah.
I mean, now look at you.
Your face, your chest, your love handles, your whole midsection.
Look at your love handles. You don't, like they went away.
You had the belly kind of hanging over the belt loop. You know, they call that the Dunlap.
Oh, the Dunlap. Your
Dunlap,
stomach
right.
Dunlapped over your.
Dunlapped over your belt, boy.
So guys, this was a month and a half ago,
Yeah, 6 weeks. It was only 6 weeks.
6 weeks, yeah.
it's just I can't thank you enough.
Yeah.
Like
You did it.
oh, I know, but like we came to you because we're like, I think we're fat. You know,
No, I knew I was.
No, but we were just so, like you said, like our mindset was like, well, I want to eat Chick-fil-A today. I want to do that. You know, but
Yeah.
we pushed each other.
Yeah.
Like I could have just stayed that way.
Yeah. No, but and one of the things I didn't want to do is because your program works, but you can only be with us so long. You can't be with us every single day watching what we're putting in our mouth.
Exactly.
We have to actually say, okay, you know what? I know this works. If I follow it the way I'm supposed to follow it, it's going to do good for me. And which we did. We said, listen, Jonas is taking his time out to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to coach you, but I need you to do your part. And so we did.
Yeah.
So I'll say right now, it works. But I think to your point, you have to want to do it.
Correct. But it's also, that's my job, is to change your mindset.
Yeah.
Right. It's to ask you enough questions. It's not to tell you what to do.
Yeah.
But it's to ask you the question so you give yourself the right answer.
Right.
And that's all I'm doing, is trying to pull that person out of you. So that way you're going, I need to change. Not me going, you need to change.
Right.
That'll never happen if a third party's telling you to change something. It's when you can reach down deep and go, all I want to give you is aha moments that you can start connecting the dots. I want to give you analogies so you go, that does make sense.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever taught me that before. No doctor, not my parents. I mean, again, HEB is in business for a profit.
Yeah.
You can be as healthy as you want in HEB or Whole Foods or wherever you want to go, and you can be as unhealthy.
Do you want to know something funny about HEB? So whenever I go now, I don't even go into the middle sections anymore.
I'm only shopping their perimeter as well.
Yeah, just the perimeter. So
Yeah.
so like I like the fruit, the meat, and then
Vegetable.
Veg.
water.
Water. Yeah.
They're all on the outside. That's so funny.
Real food is on the outside.
Yeah.
Everything that man has made is in the middle. And you can go down aisles where there's candy and cookies and crackers
all that
and
boxed
popcorn
food
and
and-
salt and sodium out the rear end.
Yeah.
They're there to turn a profit. And guess what? Though that's where it's most profitable for HEB. So why do you think they have so many?
So many vials.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
How expensive is that food?
Yeah.
Like, Bill Gates is, they're printing meat.
Oh,
I've
I've seen that. Oh my God.
Like, come on. What
That's
you tell me?
That's terrible, man.
That, or a real animal
Right.
who's grazing on real food, who has muscle, that when we can eat them, we get those amino acids from that muscle, because that's what fuels our body. I mean, it's just that hierarchy of health and wellness. It's, we want to go eat. I want to go eat fish that are swimming really fast, that have a lot of muscle. I want to eat salmon that are trying to get away from bears that are swimming upstream. They're so strong, so when I can put that fuel in my body can get that those amino acids and that protein that I'm really looking for, the zoo nutrients that we get from animals.
Yeah.
We want those. We want those big time.
Wow.
I have a great question for you, though.
For you, Davin.
For you. This is a question I really like to ask when I see people's before and after.
Oh, goodness.
So I want you to take a deep look at your before. What would you tell that person, knowing what you know now? What would you tell him?
Man. That it can get better? Because that's depression.
Yeah, what was he going through?
Everything. Like every battle, and I wasn't solving anything. Like at this time, like real estate was a little rough. And so I wasn't able to fix that myself before, looking like that. So I feel like now I have the ability to like have that energy and drive and goals. I don't think I was achieving any of my goals there. Like there was nothing on the table other than me being lazy.
Kind of finding your way out.
Yeah, there was no out there. That was us going into your office and being like, okay, I guess I'm going to do this.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. But I guess I'm going to do this, and I've never been held accountable to change my life. So that's here goes nothing, I guess. And then here comes results.
Yeah, well, and I ask that because we all have our stories.
Yeah.
We all have our baggage. We all have our program. We all have the negative things that happen in life. And you told me a lot of things that happened to you, which led you up to this. And so we all go through depression. We all go through resentment. We all go through anxiety. We all go through negativity. We go through heartaches and failures. And a lot of times, who do we beat up first?
Ourselves.
And so that's why I wanted you to look at that guy, to almost make a vow to yourself now to go, I'm not going to let that negativity win.
Yeah.
There's no need to be there. Look how much thicker your beard was then compared to how much thinner your jaw structure is completely different.
Because I felt like I needed a beard to cover the extra water weight.
The extra chins.
The extra chins. No, I did. Like, I don't want to have a beard to cover up. I'm going to fix the problem now.
And that's why a lot of men these days have beards. It's just we all want to look at it and go, oh, you know what? If I can hide, my jawline, which I don't have one, if I can hide that extra chin or two, it gets, how can we hide it? What kind of clothes can I wear? What bigger clothes can I wear? So that way we can hide ourselves. And we're so good at hiding it because we're not really fixing the issue. We're putting Band-Aids over, whether it's clothes, whether it's beard, and just we're really trying to Band-Aid everything in our lives. And we go, nothing gets better. How come nothing gets better? And so I think your change, you're talking about 30 pounds down.
Yeah.
22, what do we say? 23 pounds of fat. 23 pounds of raw fat. You're down. I don't care what the weight is.
Yeah.
And y'all came in and said that.
People need to know that too, because like you were saying, I feel like my brain's different with looking at my body, because I was looking at the scale, and it's great that we lost 30 pounds, but really we lost a lot of fat in that mix. That's what matters. That's what changed the way I look.
And let me ask you this. You said business. How was business then compared to business now?
It was whatever I made it. And I wasn't making it fruitful. I wasn't taking risks and opportunity because I didn't feel comfortable.
And so, just random question, is your business better now?
Yes, actually.
Yeah, maybe because we have more energy and more want to actually get some stuff done. Because as a realtor, you only eat what you kill.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have a steady paycheck.
But I can't kill anything when I'm eating everything.
You killed everything and ate everything.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but I feel like my business has grown. Like, I have more contracts now. I just feel like I was spiraling.
Which is it's really cool. You said that. I just kind of heard you say that. I was like, wow, that's pretty interesting. But yeah, when we can be more productive and we can actually live a focused life, now we can get a lot more things done. Looking at this guy on the right, he looks like he's ready.
Yeah.
Looking at the guy on the left, he looks like he's a little lost. Just straight up looking at it.
For real.
For real, though.
For real.
Podcast.
All right, Albert, let's bring up yours.
All right, Albert.
I've been...
Oh, I don't
been
want
on the
to
hot seat. Albert's on the hot seat now.
We're live on TikTok as well.
Oh, how convenient.
Oh wait, I was gonna say hi to TikTok. We've got Jonas.
I don't want to be in the camera.
I don't want to do this picture. I think it looks terrible.
All right, ask him questions.
Look at my. I don't know what that's going on right here. I must have had a
hickey.
I don't know.
A stretch mark.
Don't make fun of my friend.
Oh, okay, yep.
Good job. And Albert, you're really big into that, and that's where I'm like, man, you got to find more friends around you that are gonna give you a little slap around.
Yes.
If you beat yourself up like that. But
because I got a lot of that where it's like, no, you aren't fat, and I'm like, please say the opposite.
Yeah.
Like I need your support. I don't need you to make me feel like I'm good enough, because I'm not.
So here's who should we listen to?
Ourselves.
Yes, but when people are saying, oh, you don't need to lose any more weight, are they people that you aspire to look like? Are there health goals, what you want your health goals to be? Again, who are we listening to information from? If I've never sold a house in my life and I said, Davin, I want you to come in because I'm going to teach you how to sell a house, would you listen to me? If I said, I've never done this before, but you know what? Here's what I think you should do.
Yeah.
That's what we do. We listen to people that have never done what we're trying to do, because y'all know the story of the crabs in the bucket, right? You put one crab in a bucket, he's going to climb his way out.
Yeah.
You put several crabs in the bucket, if one starts trying to climb out, they pull him back down.
Yeah.
They pull him back down. I'm going to say this. We live in Texas. I was born in Brownsville. Our Latino culture is very much like that. Oh, you look skinny. You need to eat something. And then if you come in overweight, oh, why are you so overweight? You know, and they're never happy with you.
It's a push.
It's
pull.
always the crab in the bucket. And so we got to get away from those crabs. We got to find a new bucket to be in for ourselves. And so, Albert, looking at you here,
Okay.
looking at your left side at the pre-picture, yeah, I mean,
Yes.
well, let's start with the face down. I mean,
Okay.
no jawline,
Yeah, you're right.
no chin line. I mean, just looking left to right, I'm going, holy smoke. I mean, we said this when we looked at it. I go, the guy on the right looks like your pissed off younger brother who's upset that the older brother's eating all the food and lazy and laying in bed.
Look at my stomach overlapping my shorts.
Welcome back to Dunlap.
Yeah.
I like how you're,
I don't know. So actually, those shorts used to fit me tight, but now they're kind of big. So
Not even the belt work.
yeah, I had to I have to do this. But anyway, if I could go back and I just talk to this guy, I would have probably said like, dude, like you're such a great person. Like you could do so many things. Like all you need to do is just really take control. Because at this point I was out of control, like literally out of control. But I'm also one of those guys that I joke around a lot. I have a lot of fun, and people like the fat Albert. That's funny, Oh, Albert's funny, But I don't want to be like you mentioned. I don't want to be the fat funny guy. I want to be funny, and I won't change that. I won't change about me. But I want to be healthy. I want to live long. I've got kids, and I want to be able to see them grow up, and well, they're already grown up, but at least have their own families, be a grandfather at some point, right? So all those things are really important to me. So this was my way of saying, like, you know what, I've got to start to put myself first. Stop putting because I was I'm doing everything else for everybody else, right? Because I'm not that kind of person. I'm one of those that likes to service people, and I'm always about service. And so I'll put everybody ahead of my own self, and then I just kind of think about, at the end of the day, okay, now just stuff my face with whatever I can.
and that's a great way to hide.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm focused on them.
Yeah.
BS.
Yeah.
I mean, again, going back to the airplane analogy.
Yeah.
If we lose oxygen pressure, put the mask on yourself before you put it on somebody else.
Right.
But going back to Latino culture, oh, I want to help them. I want to help them. I want to help them. And we don't forget about ourselves, but we try not to focus on ourselves.
Right.
But that is real self-love, not selfish. You have to have self-love.
Yes.
If you're going to love somebody else. And that service should come from a place of what? Love.
Right.
Not from a place of, let me hide myself so that way I can help you. Because then you're not really helping them become the best that they are, because you're not the best that you can be. Right? Does that make sense? I mean,
Yeah.
I know y'all have heard that analogy. You can never love somebody unless you love yourself first.
Yes, I've heard that all the time.
And that's why do you think?
And I
you see
believe in that.
So many relationships that go awry because people forget how to work on themselves first.
Right.
It starts right here. What food am I eating? Am I falling in love with the foods that I'm eating? That's what we really have to focus on. So yeah, look at your neck also, just from left to right. Your neckline, that was always like, your chest, you have so many differences. Your stomach, you can actually start to see the ab line where you have muscle.
I'm going to keep working on that.
We all have muscle, but
I'm gonna
it's
keep
just
working on that.
covered by inflammation, toxicity, excess fat. That is not good for the body.
And that's something that you mentioned to me the first week, or maybe actually into the second week, that I lost probably more inflammation than anything else. And eating a lot of sugary foods, and I think sugar is obviously the number one reason why we get inflamed, or have inflammation. But that was interesting to see that my face kind of went down real quick, but it wasn't necessarily a lot of fat that I was losing, but it was a lot more inflammation. So that's something I think that people don't really think about. They think it's just a lot of water weight or just fat, but it could be inflammation.
Step one, your body will always lose the inflammation first. It doesn't know how to go to the fat. It goes, okay, let me get rid of a lot of this excess extracellular body water that we have on board. And so you start to, that's what people go, oh, you lost water weight. I wouldn't call it water weight. I'd call it inflammation, because it wasn't really water. I mean, if you look, y'all were both completely dehydrated when we started, right? The human body wants to be 60 to 80%.
Let's pull that up.
We'll pull that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, let me get my picture up here. I'm tired of looking at it.
Yeah, y'all were both about 44 and 45% hydration.
Yeah.
So anything less than 55% is considered clinically dehydrated.
Wow.
And we wonder where disease comes from. We wonder where viruses come from because we're so dry on the inside. And so that dryness it breeds disease.
Yeah.
And we want those nutrients in there. We want that hydration in there so we can flush out the body. We can utilize our lymphatic system to get rid of the toxicity.
So I want to talk about this because this is the body, the InBody program that you have us come in every week. We stand on the scale, we put our thumbs on the pressure points, and then we kind of get an idea of overall what we look like in the inside. So could we talk about how this is Davin's, how Davin went from, this is the before on the left, and then the right is the after. But can I like that you can and you went and penciled it. So can you kind of explain to us what we're looking at here?
Yeah, so we got your hydration. If you look at the top part, your total body water, we divided that by your weight. So 100 divided by 222, we got 45% dehydration. Again, the goal is 60% hydration. So we're 15% off. You look at the top right, there's 62 pounds of fat that he needs to lose.
62 pounds right there.
62 pounds of fat he needs to lose. We look at the after, go to the after all the way to the right, 40 pounds. So you literally lost 22 pounds of fat.
Dang.
Of raw fat.
That's a lot.
Yeah, you go from 222 pounds to 193.
Yeah.
Like in 6 weeks. Yeah, look at the fat. Look at this underneath that number. Look at the fat segmental analysis. Each arm was 7 pounds of fat to the right. Other right. Yep, right there.
There we go.
Each arm was 7 pounds of fat. Now you're at 4 pounds of fat in each arm. You lost 3 pounds of fat in each arm. Your trunk went from 49 pounds of fat to your trunk being 37. You lost 12 pounds of fat in your trunk.
Is it visceral fat? Yeah.
Oh, well, we'll get to visceral fat in a bit.
Okay.
Your your legs went from about 8 and 9 to 6 and 7.
Wow. That's a pretty good difference.
Yeah, then right below that, we look at your visceral fat. You went from a level of 20, which is as high as the machine goes.
It's got to be more than that.
That's as high as the machine goes.
Yeah, I know. So
And you went down to 15. Again, we want to get down to 10. So whoever tells you, and you brought that up, oh, people are telling me I don't need to lose anymore. But yeah, I do. Yeah, you have 40 more pounds of fat that you can lose of toxicity. If you look at your total body fat mass, you still have 63 pounds. The human body wants to be around 30. You want to be around 23.
yeah.
Right? You want to be 23 pounds of fat. So we have 40 more pounds of fat to lose. Yes, we've knocked out what, a third of this?
Yeah.
So we got a little bit more work to do.
Yeah.
And which is fine. We got you started. Now it's take this new programming, take this new ideology of life and health and wellness, and then make it yours. Let's go to the gym and work out. Move the body. And I say gym. I'm not a big, you have to go to the gym. This isn't Instagram. I want you to move the human body was meant to be moved, not to sit behind a desk, 9 to 5. And y'all are realtors, so y'all do get to move it a little bit more. But now let's go stress the body. Let's go stress the muscle so we can stress the bone. This is where women really start to get osteopenia, osteoporosis, because they're not stressing out the muscle. They're not doing resistance training. They're going, oh, I'll go for a walk. Oh, I'll get on the elliptical. But we have to do some resistance training. You want to stress the muscle so we can stress the bone. You want good mineral content in the bone, good amino acid content in the muscle, so that way the body has a good body composition is what we're really looking for here.
Yeah, it's like a machine. Like we have like these supercars out there. It's got to hit that level sometimes. You can't just drive it 20 miles per hour. All
you can literally hurt your supercars if you do not drive them correctly.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're not good. I mean, yeah, you look at your body fat. You went from 38.9% to 33. I mean, you lost 6% body fat.
Yeah.
That's pretty darn good.
What do you normally see in people that take on these? Well, I mean, actually, it differs because people take it or leave it, the advice that you give them, and they implement it or not, right?
If you follow the protocol, men on average will lose about 4 to 7% body fat.
Okay.
And women will lose about 3 to 6% body fat.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, you're spot on the upper edge because
We're
lost
living
6%.
proof of your product. Oh,
Yeah,
that's amazing.
It's not science. It's coming back down to reality on what foods our ancestors were eating 30 years ago plus.
Yeah.
I mean, think of all the diseases that have come out. Why? Because of all the fake foods that have come out. Where do you think they come from?
Yeah.
You think it's from the air? No. Well, the air's getting worse too. We won't even touch that subject. Let's.
All right, we're gonna move on to mine.
Oh, hey, I'm just kidding.
Because I want to make sure we stay on track with the time here. But okay, so talk about mine here.
Yeah, 44% hydrated. We look at your body. You needed 65 pounds, 65.9 pounds of fat. Now you need 47 pounds of fat to lose. Wow. So yeah, you lost 18 pounds of fat.
I lost 18 pounds of fat.
18 pounds of raw fat.
In 6 weeks.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah, your visceral fat went from 19 down to 14. Again, the visceral fat's the fat that surrounds the organs and starts to suffocate them.
Right.
Right. And I always say that the visceral fat check is when you bend over to tie your shoes. If you go, when you come back up, welcome to visceral fat.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if y'all tie your shoes now or
I can tie my shoes now.
slip-ons.
Yeah. Well, I have
Looking at your
slip-ons,
shoes
but
right now.
Yeah. They're all
Don't worry,
slip
I'm with you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
you
with
are.
Somebody asked on here, why do men lose weight faster than women?
Great. That's a great question. Men do. On average, men are about 10, will have 10% less body fat compared to women. So healthy for a guy is anywhere from 10 to 20. Healthy for a woman is 20 to 30% body fat. Women have a lot more estrogen. Women have to have a baby. So women are more womanly. And that's why. It's not that men lose it faster. It's just women have more estrogen. And so we don't want estrogen depletion because that's your beauty hormone, hair, skin, nails. Women want to look like women, right? They don't want to look like men.
Right.
So that's why men lose a little bit faster. But it's okay. Women will still lose just the same as men, but they're going to get to their levels like a man would get to theirs. So it's not, don't ever compare. You're comparing apples and oranges.
Okay.
Yeah.
Men and women. But if you can compare it to yourself, I mean, y'all are pretty darn exactly the same.
I know.
I was going to say,
crazy.
but I think Davin lost a little bit more. But then I look at Davin's age compared to your age.
Right.
I mean, there's so many different reasons. But are you upset about losing? And are you
not
upset
at
about
all.
losing? And that was 203. You said this morning you were 200.
I'm 200 today.
So you've lost 31 pounds,
Yes.
and you've lost what, 33?
I was at 222, 225.
225.
And I'm at 190.
So you lost 35 pounds.
Yeah.
You know,
That's a lot.
that's a ton. But again, respectively, because he's a lot younger too.
Right.
So we start to see some of those things happen and take place. So yes, women, you'll lose the weight. On average, if a woman gets on this protocol, they'll lose about 15 to 25 pounds. And again, 3 to 6% body fat.
Okay. Okay. And I'm looking at my arms. My arms started at 7.9 pounds, my right and
5.1.
left. And now I'm at 5.1 each arm. So I lost weight in my arms. My trunk was 46.7. Now it's 37.
You can tell
9
you've
pounds
been
of fat.
walking.
And I've been walking too
Yeah.
because look, my
3
legs
pounds
were
of fat.
12. I lost 3 pounds each of fat
Each
in my
leg.
legs. That's amazing. And then my visceral fat, I love that it's a 14 now. And then my hydration. So,
So your visceral fat's actually better than Davin's.
yeah, see, I lost a little bit more fat around my
Yeah, and you lost
midsection.
almost 6% body fat. Yeah, 39, 34.9. Yeah.
Man, so this is good. I'm excited. I mean, I think we did really good. I mean, we're still on. We're still gonna keep doing I'm gonna still keep doing this no matter what.
Oh, yeah. My life has completely changed.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is great.
You
And
changed
and
the
a
protocol.
lot of people actually on my TikTok have all been saying like, man, they're seeing me on there like, wow, what are you doing? Like, you look so much skinnier now. And so that's why we have them on here now, because I want them to see that. I know a lot of do you do anything outside of San Antonio, or like, can people still be on this kind of thing with you even if they're outside of the state?
Yeah, we have a website that we can get everything ordered for. I mean, y'all did the 180 protocol.
Yeah.
I'm an investor in that company. It's called Prime My Body. I'm the VP of sales with that company. So yeah, I have a website. We ship all over the U.S., Mexico, Japan, for doing everything that y'all were just on. So yes,
Okay.
we can work with everybody.
Oh, good. Okay, so maybe anybody that's watching right now, either on TikTok or who will see this video, because we'll put this out probably by next week, early next week, if we can. I want them to call you also, because we'll put the phone number at the bottom of the screen. So, but if anybody is interested in like saying, hey, you know what, I want to take this same journey that Albert and Davin did. It obviously worked for them. They followed, and you're there to guide them the whole way. Where can they call, and then what website should they go to?
So if you just go to our Blue Diamond website, bluediamondmedspa.com, which you're on that site right there.
Right on here, right now.
Schedule an
Yeah.
appointment.
Oh yeah, look, schedule an appointment here. Can they do
Sure.
that?
Sure. Book now. Yeah. Schedule your appointment.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
You can,
Okay.
it'll all reach out to us. Our phone number also should be on the very bottom.
Yeah, I
of
think it's
the
on
page.
the bottom. Yeah.
So I
But
mean,
here's all the stuff you have, like weight loss,
we do everything.
diamond cut weight loss.
So what y'all are on doesn't have to be for everybody.
Right.
We can go slower. We can go. I mean, y'all kind of went on the fastest route that we have.
Yeah.
You know, some people go, oh, I don't want to change my life that way, and they're just not ready,
Right.
which is
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So let's start. I like starting where people are at. I want to meet you where you're at, and then we'll progress you as you feel. You know,
Yeah, this product
Beat it.
isn't a one-trick pony.
No.
You can literally figure out their situation and be like, here's a good idea.
Yeah, on a scale from 1 to 10, how serious are you about weight loss?
Yeah.
Because if you're sub 5, I have some things for that. If you're 5 to 7, I have some things for that. If you're 10 to 50, that which y'all are on, we have that also.
Okay.
Somebody goes, I'm a 20 on a scale from 1 to 10. I need to lose weight now. My doctor, okay, great. We'll get you on and we'll get you rocking and rolling. So everybody comes a little bit differently. So we like to meet them where they're at and progress them forward.
We are living proof of concept. So that's the beautiful thing. That especially we wanted to bring you here at the very end of our chapter of this first chapter of this journey. Yeah, because it's a book. This is just chapter 1 of our life-changing experience, you know, because I'm going to still eat well, but I would highly recommend, please call Blue Diamond MedSpa, because you saw the picture of me. I was very lost and I didn't even know it.
Yeah. Now, so I do have somebody that's asking on here. They're saying, what is the cost? So I don't know if that's something, I know it varies because there's too many different scenarios that you could go by. Like you said, you either want to do a slow kind of burn or you want to go all on out, you know. So, but you would offer them some sort of discount, right? Like maybe if they're watching the show today.
Yeah, if they announce the For Real Tho podcast,
Oh, the For Real Tho podcast.
yeah.
if they say they know Davin, if they say they know Albert, they need to know your middle names also.
Okay.
That's the password.
And the last 4 digits of our social security.
Yeah, I'll send that to you.
Mother's maiden name. Yeah. What blood type?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, we'll do 10% off for everybody that's in here. I mean, yeah, we have programs that start at $100 up to. I mean, y'all's program that you were on is about $1,000 for the month. So it's nothing crazy. I mean, because I look at other med spas.
Jumpstart.
Yeah, to jumpstart. I look at other places and they'll do 2,500.
Yeah.
You know, but they use NFL athletes, which I am one, an X one.
Yeah.
right.
But they pay them, and so it's like I see so much money going down the drain for what I believe isn't really somebody who's going to sit there and talk to you and educate you, because I think that's the biggest thing I want you to walk away from. Because if I don't educate you, guess what? You're going to be right back to where you were.
Yeah.
If we don't change your mindset, you're going to go right back to where you were. Why? Because you're going to go back to your family, your friends, or what? We got sick.
Yeah.
What did I say at the beginning? We can't get healthy in the same environment that got us sick.
And I consider it the best investment I've ever made.
It is. Yeah. It is. And we stuck to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to continue to do it. So this is not just like, let's just do this and try it out and then go right back to what. No, I'm not going back to what I was doing before, because I looked and felt like shit, and I'm going to keep doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I guess you eat like crap, you look like crap, and feel like crap.
And feel like, yeah.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Food is just, it's information for the body. Are we telling it to get healthier? Is it something neutral, or is it negative? What are we putting into our body? There's only 3 outcomes that come out of the foods that we consume.
Yeah.
Now it's okay to have like a little something, right? Like
Absolutely.
There's always gonna be that craving. Like we said, and we were to come off this thing. Like, what's the first thing you want to eat? So the first thing I wanted to eat was either one of 2 things: either hot wings or compound chicken.
Compound chicken.
So that's what I wanted to eat. And then I don't know what Davin.
Mine was sushi.
Oh, sushi. He wants sushi.
You know what I love though? I love that it's not a whole Snickers bag, and M&Ms, Skittles,
Okay.
all the fake crap that's out there,
Yeah. Okay.
right? And so y'all are picking chicken,
Yeah, chicken.
and fish.
Yeah,
that's what I heard.
I was like, oh, I want salmon so bad.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, eat it.
Oh my gosh, I'm cheating. I'm so bad. Stop it, you're bad.
Oh my God.
That's awesome.
This has been amazing. So
Yes.
I am so happy. Thank you, Jonas, for just taking us by the hand and showing us what was possible, because we didn't think it was possible, but it is. And so, again, if you guys are interested in starting your own weight loss journey, or maybe you just want to look and feel good about yourself, you definitely got to go visit Jonas and his staff. He's got a great staff at Blue Diamond MedSpa, located right on Santerre, right in Stone Oak area. I mean, your office is amazing and your staff is amazing.
Yeah, I want you to. Valerie is our workhorse at the office. I need to give them some shout outs. I mean, y'all work with her every time.
Yeah, Valerie's great.
Claudia runs the freaking offense.
Yeah.
I mean, she does all the aesthetic stuff too, but she can do everything in the office.
Yeah.
Crystal's there doing mostly all aesthetics and Botox, and then Alyssa's there also, our LVN, doing Botox and fillers and injections and blood work and IVs, and I mean, so yeah, the staff that's there, I mean, I want them to be an extension of me. We're here to serve.
Yeah.
And if you're not here to serve, you're not a part of my team.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, but it's that loving, like you said, love yourself first.
We're gonna
and
love
then we'll go love
ourselves.
some others.
Thanks for loving us, Joe.
Oh, you know what? Hold on.
Oh, wait.
Actually, hold on.
Oh.
I wanted to give y'all some gifts for doing so well.
What?
I wanted to give y'all some protein shakers.
Yeah.
Yeah. They even have the bottoms where you can put your protein in there.
Oh, so it doesn't have to be mixed yet.
Correct. It doesn't have to be mixed yet. I just used that in my tennis tournament this
I
weekend.
love these.
Yeah.
That's
so yeah,
amazing.
I wanted to give y'all some gifts for crushing
Oh, man. Thank you so much, Jonas. Blue Diamond MedSpa. You need to go visit
it.
them.
Amen, brother.
Give them a call. All right, man. This is it. We come to the end.
Come to the end.
But I'm still going to lose more weight. You going to
Yeah,
lose more?
yeah,
I want to be 185.
I have 178,
All
right?
right. We're going to do it.
Yeah.
Don't
All right.
forget it.
Thank you,
We'll get it.
Jonas.
For real though.